When you think about California, you want good weather, and we've got it today for some sports car racing on a Sunday. As NBC Sports welcomes you to the Monterey Sports Car Championship powered by McLaren. All right, it's time to bring the action. 2 hours, 40 minutes of IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship racing. It is a Penske front row lockout, and car number 6, that is the car driven by Juan Pablo Montoya, is the co-championship leader. Let's go! Ricky Taylor gets a good jump, and look at Taylor, his younger brother in that black car on the inside, forcing the issue, but he doesn't get there. Montoya goes deep on the brakes.
A little bit of a lock up there for our pole sitter, Ricky Taylor, in that lead machine. Look how tight it is in the battle for third.
Look at Nasser there, championship rival trying to get there, gets off the racetrack. He's going to lose a lot of spots here at the start.
So everybody trying to find their way on this tense opening lap because they know how important track position is early. Up to the iconic corkscrew. Here it is, dropping down. It's like a mine shaft, an incredible experience, even just to walk through it, let alone drive through it. And things are getting really squeezy there with the 54 of John Bennett. If he only knew then what he knows now, of what the future would hold and how successful he would be. And the pass is executed by Cooper MacNeil on Trent Hinman.
Cooper MacNeil finally able to get around Trent Hinman. I think we're going to be able to see him start to drive away. It'll be interesting to see if he has the pace to go run down Corey Lewis.
On board the Konica Minolta Cadillac of Jordan Taylor running third. Whoa! Matt Plum and that McLaren got awfully out of shape there heading into the final turn and gathered it back up. So Ricky Taylor continues to lead overall. Right behind Lawrence Vantor in the Works Porsche. This is what happened.
Yeah, that Ryan Briscoe gets the left rear tire just a little bit inside the main curbings we see on board here. Just listen. Just hits the inside there, gets on the dirt, upsets the rear of the car, and when it does, he throttles up at the same time, and that's what spins him around.
He was so focused on trying to get the power down early and get a run on that Porsche, AJ, and the tires a little bit later in their life. He's since pitted and turned over the reins to Richard Westbrook, but when you don't have the grip and you just try and have a lot of steering input, go to power at the same time, that's when it's going to break loose on you. He's competing in 2 different championships. He calls Formula One commentary as we see a pass here. The Fords and the Corvettes going at it again. Joey Hand inside the 4.
No love lost between these two organizations. See the red, white, and blue Ford GT there, the 66 Joey Hand. Not these two cars specifically, but we may see some contact right here.
Look at
this. This is a tough pass into turn 6, but it is being made. But Joey's gonna have a run back up the corkscrew. This is what Laguna Seca really lends itself to, having to be aggressive into the corkscrew. Pass made.
These two guys know each other really well as Joey just tries to hang on there. He used to drive for Tommy Milner's dad in a BMW years ago in his sports car career. They know each other well and treated each other with a lot of respect there, AJ.
Yeah, but we've seen these two organizations, they've had contact over this season.
These guys have been pushing it hard for the last half a dozen, 7 or 8 laps.
Joey's tires about 9 laps fresh at contact. The 96.
Bill Auberlen, who's been turned around in the Liqui-Moly BMW for Turner Motorsport. This is what it looked like for Blickmolen.
Yeah, you see Jeroen get into the corner, he sees a gap, tries to force it there, but there was no room there, spins out.
So Helio Castroneves, the 3-time Indianapolis 500 winner, is now behind the wheel of the 7. There was contact there with an LMP2 car on his outlap. Castroneves out in the dirt.
Yeah, Castles there got inside him. He had hot rubber, and he saw that Elio was struggling, kind of put the car in no man's land. Elio turned in, suddenly went for a ride in the dirt. He's got to clean those tires off. He's getting some high-speed corners right now.
This is what happened earlier.
We saw the 10-car Lee struggle for grip. Elio did the same thing through turn 3, and the 38-car tries to go for a gap that's going to disappear.
And Elio, at that point, is just thinking in his mind, you know what, I'm a faster car, I'm going to turn in, he's just going to lift. But at that point, with hotter tires, the 38 car is committed to that corner. Elio probably should have given just a little bit of room, but knowing how narrow this racetrack is, if he would have got a little bit wide, he'd have picked up all that debris anyways, but he cost some time, and now with the faster race car, you run that same guy back down.
It's been a tougher than expected day for the AIM Vassar Sullivan crew, so they'll do the best that they can here. And Mario Farnbacher is back for another shot at Townsend Bell. Meanwhile, the 77 of Oliver Jarvis sweeps right around the outside in that Mazda DPI.
Oh, look at Townsend. He is really struggling for grip there through the rainy curve. That rear end is dancing on him. Is Mario Farnbacher. And the number 86 Acura NSX starts to pile the pressure back on him.
Mario's going to be frustrated knowing that they don't have the pace, but still got to be smart. Every pass that he makes, that's more championship points, getting closer to trying to clinch the championship, or at least get that number close, so when they get to Petit Le Mans, all they have to do is really start the race and just have an easy, solid day.
Farnbacher tries the over and under and executes the pass effectively.
Pipo Derani getting the end of a tire run. Seems like he's really starting to have trouble with the rear tires, getting loose on entry, really spinning the tires on exit.
Yeah, well, I think he went on the attack. Oh, that was tight. There was maybe a little bit of contact there between the red and white wheel and engineering machine and the number 38 car, Carl Masson, now behind the wheel of that car. As Barbosa slides his way through as well. And you'd have to think that Dane Cameron will hit pit lane. He's just coming through turn 10 right now. Does he dive to pit lane? If he doesn't, they are rolling the dice big time for our leader right now.
Dane Cameron, I think, is entering the pits right now, but this is going to be a battle on cold tires. See how tight this is? Almost off the racetrack for Helio Castroneves. This is the time to make a move, and we see Dane Cameron. Jan, you have the leader.
Yes, and of course stopping one lap later, but this is a bit of a risky move. I assume they looked at the GPS and they tracked where this car would be released. They know the team car is already out there, and they had a quick pit stop.
How about quick reaction and good driving skills? Pipo Derani, he starts to dirt track it. This is just as we went to the break at turn 6, the high-speed turn 6, and he didn't even lose a position.
That's incredible. Try to put the pressure on Renger van der Zande there through that really critical turn 6. Loses the front end, washes out wide. That is a big escape, AJ.
Right, let's have a look.
Trying to get around Jack Hawksworth to put him a lap. Jack Hawksworth already a lap down, but runs him off the racetrack. Scott Hargrove, because of that, will lose third place. So we see just on the inside there, Andy Lally getting around Scott Hargrove. He'd been chasing him down, trying to get around Hawksworth, which is a lap down in contact, and unfortunately for Scott Hargrove, cost him a podium spot. Not going to hurt the sprint championship right now, but definitely some more points lost for the overall championship.
Antonio Garcia really starting to put the pressure on for a spot on the podium.
Yeah, and Corvette went with that three-stop strategy. One of the keys to victory, Lee, was extra stop, extra pace. They have it right now, AJ.
You can see that 25 BMW really struggling for grip. Antonio Garcia's got fresher tires. He's going to try to cut under him off of turn 3 into turn 4 here.
Not quite there.
They'll try and just time this traffic situation that Connor's now running into. Just a little bit more acceleration with the GT Le Mans machines over that GTD McLaren. Oh, there's a touch there. Garcia went for a gap that did not exist.
Paul Holton was not at fault there. He had to get in and take the racing line. Otherwise, he was going to be out in the dirt.
Yeah, once you get into turn 6 right there, it's a single line lane. Antonio Garcia starting to lose his patience, knowing he wants to get around Connor De Phillippi quickly here with 10 minutes to go.
Here we go, door to door. De Phillippi's got the inside run for the next turn, for turn 3, and will hold that position. Meanwhile, at the front, Pipo Derani has got around Renger van der Zande for 3rd overall.
This is it. Garcia's got to the inside and takes the apex.
Here comes Milner. Milner's lining up for a shot. The second yellow car, the second works Corvette.
Got Connor Issa trying to come back at him. He's back on the attack. As you said, that BMW seems to have a little bit more acceleration and power through the... Oh, and Milner's gets the run now by Connor being aggressive.
Awesome run out of turn 5, up the hill. Here come the Corvettes. It's going to be win number 3 on the season for this number 6 duo of Dane Cameron and Juan Pablo Montoya. And Cameron just very gingerly makes his way by Andy Lally in the GTD traffic. But what a comprehensive victory. Didn't start from the pole position, but did start from the front row. Juan Pablo Montoya did everything that was asked of him, and Dane Cameron will bring it to the checkered flag. Team Penske wins in its 200th sports car start. Dane Cameron, Juan Pablo Montoya, successful at Laguna Seca. Switching to the GT Le Mans class, and Joey Hand, whose home is just a couple of hours up the road, is going to drive all the way to victory lane for the first time this year with longtime teammate and good friend Dirk Mueller. So the sister car, the 67, has won on a couple of occasions this year. This is a first for California native Joey Hand and Dirk Mueller. They win GTLM at WeatherTech Raceway. And then Brian Sellers, Corey Lewis bring up victory in their Lamborghini for Paul Miller Racing. Phenomenal performance in LMP2. Matt McMurray sees the checkered flag first in a comfortable victory there for PR1 Matheson.